I'm gonna search up Dead Rails on Roblox and see what kind of crazy knockoff games come up, and we're gonna play them. All right, so we're gonna search Dead Rails, and as you can see, there's so many games that are just like it. All of these literally just look like straight up ripoffs of the real Dead Rails, like Dead Sails, Dead Ocean, Wild Rails, Deadly Rail to Canada. There's even a Dead Rails Tycoon. So let's click on some of these and see if they're actually good games. We're gonna start off with Deadly Rail to Canada because this one looks kind of cool. Okay, so to start off, this lobby area looks just like the regular Dead Rails one, but it's snowing pretty much. And on top of that, it looks like there's a lot of stuff that they're trying to sell you on, like weapons and armor. But we're gonna skip all of that and we're gonna jump straight into a solo game. Okay, so this looks very similar to Dead Rails. You have the doctor, the trading post, you have the gun store, general store. So wow, they even copied them with the gold bar right at the start. Okay. But geez, there's just like stuff to buy everywhere. You can't walk 2 feet with them trying to take your Robux. So we're gonna buy some coal. We got our sack. Let's go fuel up the train. Dang, this platform here looks a lot bigger though. I think that's all we can do here, so let's just jump in the driver's seat and get going. Okay, so they highlight the houses here. Makes it a little bit easier for you to see them. So we're gonna jump out here and see what there is. Valuable, junk. Okay. The snow is kind of a nice change of pace, I'm not gonna lie. That looks like a barn. Okay, let's check this out. All right, oh, so we have a sickle instead of a shovel. Let's try and not die here. Not too bad. All right, not bad at all. There's a lot of zombies here though. So we'll take him. Wow, are there even more? Wow. We already found a shotgun, are you joking? Let's equip that. Let's see, we'll take that. We'll take that. Wire, okay, valuable. So we have 6 shots on the shotgun. Oh geez. All right, let's get back to the train now so we can move on. All right, so it looks like it's 8 o'clock. It's gonna get dark here. I don't know what kind of monsters they have at night in this game, so let's hope it's not too bad. Whoa, there's reindeer? Evil reindeer, okay. So I assume this is like the equivalent of a village in regular Dead Rails. I do like how it doesn't get as dark at night though, so that is a plus. I take that back, it just got way darker. Oh no, this is definitely the villages. So that is somewhere we will not be stopping. All right, so it looks like we made it to the first stop. Okay, let's sell some of our stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go over to the gun store and get some ammo for our shotgun. Shotgun, $15, okay. Oh my gosh, I think these are supposed to be like the werewolves in Dead Rails. They're just reindeer. What the heck? Kind of creepy actually. Like look at it, it's all veiny. That is one buff deer. Okay, so we're gonna buy a little more coal. Gonna get back on the train. We're gonna head out. All right, let's see what else we can find. So it looks like we've made it to Alberta, Canada. 69 kilometers. Ooh, actually, we're gonna stop at the village actually. Let's try it. This might be a bad idea, but let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can infiltrate the village. Okay, so there's a lot of zombies. So by the looks of it, they can't come up here. I take that back, they probably can. Okay, they can. I think this was probably a bad idea. Yep, this was a bad idea. Just take down as many as we can. So oh my goodness, there's more. Okay, this is why I don't go to villages. Every single time this happens. Honestly, overall, I'd rate Deadly Rails to Canada. I'd rate it a 7 out of 10 compared to original Dead Rails. I don't like the fact that they try to sell you on a bunch of Robux items. But overall, they did a good job to keep the feel of Dead Rails. So let's go ahead and move on to the next game. I don't know why I'm feeling Dead Ocean. It looks like it might be kind of cool. Maybe more pirate oriented, so let's see what this is all about. Okay, so this looks a lot different than the Dead Rails lobby, so let's just go ahead and start a game. Of course, they have all these things you can buy with Robux, of course. So let's just join a game. We'll make it solo again. But shoot, this looks kind of cool. I kind of like the pirate ship vibe we have going here. Okay, so we have our relic and we're gonna sell it. $50, okay. Oh, and we can run in this one. That might actually be a point up from the last game that you can run. All right, so we're gonna buy some coal here. We're gonna load up. We have our saber. So it doesn't look like we have a sack in this game. So it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to store anything. So we're gonna have to take each individual piece of coal, which might actually take away that point that I just gave the game earlier because this is gonna be very time consuming. All right, the last piece of coal is in the fire. Let's come up top here. here. Let's set sail. Creativity-wise, this game is way cooler than the Deadly Rails to Canada. Like, this is just so much different. And I've always had a thing for pirate games, so this one might top the last game that we just played. It says, pray to the ocean god. All right, we have 65% fuel. Let's see. Do we stop at this island? I say we stop and check it out. Why not? Can we? Oh, what? We can swim? We're already fighting. Oh, shoot. All right, we running. Let's just take all these guys out so that we can see what's up in here. Epinephrine. What is that? We're going to take that. Silver Secret Keeper. Oh, we do. We have a backpack. Okay, so we press F to store it in the backpack. Okay, that's helpful. Bones. For fuel, we'll take those. Oh, shoot. We're being attacked. All right, actually, we're just going to get out of here. Okay, so they can't follow you in the water. That's good to know. All right, so we're going to put our bones in the fire. Let's move on now. Honestly, so far, I might actually like this better than the original Dead Rails game. This is pretty cool. Ooh, we should climb up there to the crow's nest. Oh, geez, that skeleton did follow us from back there. Oh, and he's angry. Nobody boards my ship. Let's see what this island has to offer. All right, I need to take this right now. Is this like a health pack? So that gave us a little health, but we need to be very careful. Got another angry skeleton. Okay, let's see what we got here. We have an earth jar. We have a bronze secret keeper. All right, I think that's about all. So we're gonna jump back on the boat here. Oh, we still have 61% fuel. Okay, so it does look like the sun is setting. I'm not sure what kind of monsters they would have at night in this game. I don't know if I want to find out. All right, let's try and sneak into this house real quick. Fuel. It's getting dark. I'm going to jump back on the boat. Let's just continue forward. I want to at least give this game one cycle to the first safe zone so that we can really get a good idea of it. All right, it looks like we have made it to the first safe zone. Looks like we have Bounty, grocery store, the clinic, the gun shop, and the place where you can sell things. I'm actually curious what kind of guns they would have in this game, so let's go see. They have a shotgun, a Winchester, so that's probably like the rifle in Dead Rails. Flintlock, which is probably a pistol. Blunderbuss. Okay, no, that's cool. And then in the grocery store, there is coal, lighting, torch, steel plate. Oh, so you can buy armor in here for the boat. That's pretty cool. Let's see what's up in the crow's nest here. Can you not get up in the crow's nest? Okay, so you can't get up in the crow's nest. Why did they even make a ladder then? Oh, but you can go out here. Okay. Okay, so honestly, the creativity they brought to Dead Sails is pretty cool. I think I'd rate it an 8.5 out of 10. I would actually consider trying to beat this one. So leave a comment down below if you want me to try and beat this entire game, because the pirate vibe that they have going on is really cool, actually. Okay, next we're gonna try Dead Rails Tycoon. I can't imagine that this is gonna be good, but let's just see. Okay, so you have the classic Tycoon layout. Okay, honestly, I'm not even gonna play this because it's literally just like a superhero tycoon, but it's themed after Dead Rails. Like, it has the sand, it has the Dead Rails characters, it has some barbed wire. Like, this is really nothing like Dead Rails, so that is gonna get a 1 out of 10 for me. All right, the next one we're gonna try is called Snowy Rails. This might be similar to Deadly Rails of Canada, but let's see. All right, looks-wise, I'm instantly giving this a 3 out of 10. So we have to drag the gold to the table. What kind of train is this? Why is it so big? All right, we got to buy our coal. Go back here. Looks like we're going to fuel the train. Why is the fuel back here? Okay. This is like the Walmart version of Dead Rails. Absolutely horrible. Look how pixelated that is in the distance. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's a house right here. Okay, looks like we got zombies already. Can we not store zombies? All right, I guess we'll be back for them. All right, what do we have in here? We have a mirror, 2 mirrors. Okay. Bro, the textures of this game look so bad. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna skip that guy and we're just gonna keep on moving forward. Looks like we have 95% fuel, so we should be good. Okay, so it looks like we have a church. Let's see what we got here. I know the last church I went to, they had like golden crosses, so wait. Nope. Run. Okay, that was a very bad idea. We need to get out of here. How did we die so quickly? What? Okay, I'm not even going to restart that game because that was probably the worst Dead Rails game I've ever played. Aside from the Tycoon, I'd probably rate this like a 2.5 out of 10. I would not even suggest you play that one. So in my opinion, if you're going to play a Dead Rails game, I would either stick to the original Dead Rails game right here, or if you're looking to venture out for a different variation, I would definitely try Dead Sails. That pirate vibe was really fun in my opinion. But other than that, any other Dead Rails remake is just not worth playing.